Whoa. Why y'all so happy?
You don't know? Sharvette Mitchell is on the radio.
It's time to get motivated, excited, and influenced. Why? It's the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, live from Richmond, Virginia. And now, here to motivate, excite, and influence you, Sharvette Mitchell.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, broadcasting from the capital city of Richmond, Virginia, but heard all across the world wide web. Hey, welcome to all those that are tuning in, that are catching us from Twitter and from Instagram and from Facebook and from Sharvette.com and from my mobile app and from all of our broadcast stations. We love you guys. All right, so let me tell you about today's show. My first guest is just hanging out in the virtual green room. She's waiting for me to bring her up to the mic. I know she's enjoying some virtual snacks while she is there. Listen, we are kicking the show off with Richmond's own Bri Luv. OMG. When I tell you, this young lady is a dynamic artist. She's a songstress. She has stage presence. Oh, my goodness, you're going to get to hear all about it. I love how she describes her sound as operatic soul. Oh, my goodness. So you've got a mixture there with Jill Scott influence, but then you've also got the opera diva, Renee Fleming, and then much, much more. Oh, my goodness. So you're going to hear all about it. She has a brand new single out called Tired, and let me tell you, you gonna hear about it. But I've got to say that she has had the opportunity to share the stage with people like Faith Evans and Floetry and Raheem Devon, and oh my goodness, the list goes on with various musical festivals and shows and all that good stuff. And I'm just excited that she's here today on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Again, that's Bri Luv that's coming up. And then we want you to hang around because our second segment is going to be outstanding. I'm really tickled pink to interview Christine Hasbrook. She is the owner, along with her wonderful husband, of the Gray Swan Inn Bed and Breakfast in Blackstone, Virginia. And I'm telling you what, we're in that summer holiday season. We're in that getaway weekend season. So we're going to chat about maybe thinking about a bed and breakfast as an option. Have you ever stayed at one? What can you expect? We're going to give you all the tips that you need to think about when scheduling your summer vacation or your next getaway weekend. All right, so this is what I want you to do. Jump on Twitter, jump on Facebook, tell them what you're listening to. Tell them to check us out right now live on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. So I'm going right now to the green room and bring up my first guest again, Bri Luv. Oh, my goodness. She has vocal ability that is rooted in the church but has been enhanced with the classical world. She's got stage presence and all that good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome up to the mic, Bri Luv. Hey, Bri, welcome.
Hi. What's going on, Sharvette? How you doing? Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
Woohoo! I am awesome. I am excited to have you on the show. So I gotta talk about the first time I saw you live. So it was a couple years ago. And it was an event, a networking event, a corporate networking event, and it was my birthday. It was on my birthday. And I had to MC, and I was like, I don't want to do this on my birthday. And I was like, well, I don't have any major plans. Anyway, long story short, you were there as the lead singer for this live group, and you tore it to pieces. So let's talk about, how did you get so comfortable being on stage and enjoying it and singing and performing? How did you get that comfort level?
Wow. It really it grew out of doing it consistently. I got to do like a lot of background vocal work for some great artists here in Richmond. And then I got an awesome opportunity in 2011 to work with a dynamic group here, Richmond's own Chicken Grease. And being on the front line for Chicken Grease was just a blessing. And we played literally, weekly. I was on my toes all the time. You never knew what song was coming next. It was raw. It was funky. It was organic. And that's where I really kind of built up my performing chops. I mean, I've been performing for a long time, but to do it and to do it in that way and to just be confident, it really came from getting an opportunity to hit with chicken grease. It was just a blessing. So, yeah.
All right. Shout out to chicken grease. I could take a
All
fried
day.
chicken wing right about now.
Yes, greasy. Just greasy.
Yes. So you have been singing since you were 2 years old, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Wow. And so when did you know, okay, this is a gift? I love asking artists that. When did you know, okay, this is really a gift?
So yes, I started doing art too, but I don't think I realized that it was a gift and that I really had something until I hit middle school. I had just a dynamic, chorus teacher. Her name was Miss Turner, and she really took interest in me. And I remember one day she asked me to sing this song. It was called "Hold On Tight to Your Dreams" in front of an assembly. She wanted me to do a solo, and I was super nervous. But she asked me to do it, and I did it, and it went really well. And afterwards, like I just kept going, and just a lot of theater, and getting an opportunity to sing a lot in school. It just kind of grew me. So probably middle school is when I was like, I actually have something here,
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then you certainly got more and more tutelage once you got into college, University of Maryland. Big shout out College Park. So what was that? That grooming like?
Oh, that was probably some of the best time of my life, especially getting the opportunity to study under the opera diva herself, the magnificent Carmen Balthrop. She is just probably one of the most amazing opera divas that I've ever gotten an opportunity to hear. I was honored to work with her. I remember when she walked in my class on the first day, and I was just like, yes, diva. She's just all of that. She's amazing. So it was hard work. I won't say it was easy at all. Like I had my times where I cried because I was like, Lord, Carmen is ripping me a new one. She's getting me straight because I walked in with raw talent, right? And when you walk in, sometimes you think I can sing. I know what I'm doing. And I walked in and I thought I knew what I was doing. She said, no, baby, you really don't. Let me show you. Let me break you down, but then build you up. And she built me up in such a beautiful way. And I carry every lesson she's ever taught me to this day. I got an opportunity to see her about a year ago, and if there's one person I will always champion, it's Carmen Balthrop. She is just the personification of excellence and just classical music at its best. She's awesome.
Wow, wonderful. Big shout out to her for recognizing that you had a gift and to work with you. And then shout out to you for being teachable and being willing to just say, you could have said, I know I can sing and went on to the next thing, but you were able to be teachable in that moment.
Yeah, that's definitely important. In order to grow, you got to absolutely know that you don't know everything. Even when you think you know, you really don't. It's always an opportunity to grow and get better, and that's just what I'm all about.
All right, wonderful. Listeners, if you're just tuning in, hey there. You're checking out the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, broadcasting live from the capital city of Richmond, Virginia. We're in our artist spotlight with our very own Bri Luv. Yes. Okay, so you've come up with this phrase of operatic soul. So tell us about that. Is this your phrase, or did you kind of borrow it from somewhere?
No, I actually came up with it myself. So I literally, when I started going this journey of defining what I do musically, I said, hey, I love, R&B soul music, and I love classical music too. It's just a part of who I am. When I sing, I don't just give you, just a straight-on type of a thing. I'm not a girl that does a whole lot of runs and whatnot, but I always, in some way, shape, or form, you're going to hear, the classical slip through there, and the style, just the vocal styling and that I bring to it is just a little bit different. And so that's why I just came with, operatic soul, because I'm going to give you the classical and opera part of me, but it's going to be soulful, and you're going to hear my heart. Because, I can sing you, a beautiful classical piece, and I can turn around and sing you a beautiful, soulful, R&B jazz kind of piece, And so I said, how do you marry the two worlds? How do you really, say what Bri Luv is, who Bri Luv is? And you do it by saying operatic soul. That's exactly what I'm creating.
Wow, and I love that because you are exactly right. Artists are always asked to put themselves in a box. They're always asked to define, like, where do you fit? Where can we put you? And so I love that you've kind of created your own genre and said this is where I belong. But then you have versatility because you can do go-go and then you can do the traditional R&B. You just you all of that. And then you started out. Certainly, I know you have background in the church as well. So you got a lot of versatility.
That's where I started. When I said I was 2 years old, that's exactly where. I mean, my grandfather, at once it was Williams Temple CME, Christian Methodist Episcopal Church. Now it's Broomfield CME Church, Staple in Richmond, Virginia. But he created a group. It's called the Sunbeam Youth Ensemble, and it's just, I mean, my entire family sings. And so I remember we've got pictures of 2 years old, right in the choir singing.
Oh.
I mean, he gave me my start, man. I get it honest. So, yeah.
Thank you. Shout out to him. Yeah. We give you props. So you spent some time with a dance troupe in D.C. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I got an amazing opportunity right out of college to perform with a group by the name of Step Africa. And they actually just celebrated their 20-year anniversary, and it's headed up by just Brian Williams is just amazing. He founded it, and he is at the helm of it now. They're just cultural ambassadors for the country, actually, and they travel all over the world, and it was just really just a unique experience, just an awesome opportunity to see the world, to feel like, to understand what it feels like to wake up in a new city almost every single day for the most part.
Wow.
To meet new people, and just to affect children too. Like, one of the main components is to teach kids, to empower kids and to teach them that they can do anything they put their minds to, and they stress education and great things like that. So we had a run at the Kennedy Center, which was amazing, and they just do such great work in the community, and they're just cultural leaders. And the dancing, gumbooting is an art form, a style of dance that they do, in Lamu. Is also a style of dance they do. The Zulu war dance is amazing. Everything was in that, and it was a blessing, and it grew me, and it taught me a lot. So, shout out to Step Africa, you guys rock.
Woohoo! You rock, in the nation's capital. All right, so time has moved on, and now you have your own single out, your own very own, Tired. It's called Tired. So when I first heard it, I loved it, downloaded it and everything. Tell us about this song. Yeah, tell us about this song.
This song is really near and dear to my heart. It's, when I write, I want it to be something that's real. I don't want to just, come up with stuff. I want it to be something that's real and true to me in some form or fashion. And this song is really beautiful because it was given to me by God. Like, literally, I couldn't sleep in the middle of the night when I was actually going through what I was going through in my past relationship. And he woke me up and he gave me the words and the melody. And I got the awesome opportunity to work with my good friend and brother, David Live, who's an amazing artist and musician out of Richmond as well. And it was just great to work with him because he helped me to just bring it to life in terms of, I had the music in my head and he helped just bring it right out. And we just did some great work recording it up in Jersey. And it's just been amazing to bring it out. But, yes, it's near and dear. I feel like, as people, I'd say as women, but as people, we've all been there where you're in a relationship and you love somebody, but, man, you get tired. You get tired of waiting for them to change, for them to be what you hoped they would be so that things would be right. You get tired and you ask yourself, are you the man that I need? Are you the person that I need in my life? Because I'm tired of this. I'm getting cold. I'm not with you. You don't even notice that I'm slipping away. Like, you're just full of steam. You don't even notice that I'm gone. And so, it's like, hey, I'm tired. And you say that, and that's what it is. That's what it is. So it's a real story, and it's really great and therapeutic when you can get it out, and then when people can relate to it as well. So it's been a blessing, and I love this single, and I'm just glad that people are connecting with it.
Listen, when I heard it, I was like, the songwriting. I was like, come on, words. I mean,
girl, come through. Come on, I'm trying.
Come through. Yes. And one part of the single, and I hope I get it right. It's you basically say, you know, the person's heart is not open for love. They're not ready. Their heart is not ready. Something in that framework. And so it's like, gosh, yeah, because sometimes people, they want to be ready, but they're not ready.
They're not. Yeah. They're not. You get tired of waiting on them. How long have we waited? We've been doing this thing for like how many years? Well, exactly. You know, it's been 10 months. I'm tired. Get it together. I've been telling you the same thing forever.
over and over again. Yeah. And then, you know, but sometimes you do have to get tired for there to be a change or a shift.
Yeah.
You know, and some people there has to be that sick and tired or just, you know, and I'm just tired of this. So, okay, so we're going to, listeners, I know you're saying, we want to hear it. Okay, I'm going to let you hear it. I'm going to let you hear it in a few seconds. Tell them how they can connect with you online, download the single, all that good stuff.
Yes, so you can go get the single "Tired" by Bri Luv, BRILUV, 2 words. You can get the single at iTunes, Google Play, Amazon. You can hear it on Rhapsody, Spotify. You can go to my Bandcamp, /Bri Luv Music. So there's a couple of different ways you can get the actual single. And then you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, and just my social media handle is at Bri Luv Music. So at BRILUV MUSIC. So you can do that there, and then you can also check out my website www.briluv.com. So yeah, and the album's gonna be coming out soon. So it's a lot of cool things just coming for us. So
perfect. All right, so let's do this. I want to let the listeners hear "Tired," and then we're gonna come back and talk about all the other great things that you have coming down the pike. So let's do that. All right, listeners, listen. I'm gonna let you hear "Tired" by Bri Luv. Here we go. Oh, oh. Oh, 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 up all night, and yet again, no word from you. I'm growing cold inside, and I just don't know what to do. Been feeling this way for such a long time. Getting so much harder to do. I think back to the time when you said I was perfect for you. I guess you can see that I'm slipping away. You asked me to believe you and the words you say, but I can't. Oh no, walking away could be what I regret, but I'm tired of waiting, tired of chasing after this love meant for you and me. are you the man for me? OMG. I am telling you, Bri Luv, I love it. I love it. The line that is my favorite line. I hear your words, but your heart's not free. So that's deep right there. Okay, so awesome. So tell listeners one more time how they can get a copy of that, a hold of that.
Yes, so they can get a copy of Tired on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon.com. They can hear it on Rhapsody. They can also hear it on Spotify, and they can go to my Bandcamp and look up Bri Luv, and you can get it. Download it. Right there.
All right. Perfect. And I have tagged her on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. So those are all great connection points right there. So who did your music as far as who was playing the keys?
Oh, wow. So a couple of people. David Live did all the instrumentation. He played the keys. He did the bass, the lead guitar. And then I also had a second person come in and give a little flavor to it, and he goes by the name of Mr. Julius Fields. He's an awesome artist here in Richmond, Virginia, producer, songwriter, just amazing guy all around. So, yeah, I get to work with some awesome people.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you're working on the full project. So what can we expect from this full project that's coming?
So, it's actually an EP. So it's not the full project. I'm looking hopefully to do that next year, like a full, 10 to 12 song album, like LP. But the EP is coming out because I just want to introduce myself to everybody. Just introduce myself to the world so they can get to know who Bri Luv is. So it should be coming out in August, and they should expect honest lyrics. They should expect great quality sound of the music. They can expect me to sing. Like, you're going to get some real singing. You're not just going to hear, like auto-tuning or, somebody just kind of humming and whispering over a beat. You're going to get to hear somebody, just really sing from their heart. And I'm hoping everybody can connect and that they'll like it.
I am sure that we will. So we will keep our eye open for that. So any upcoming gigs or anything of that nature where people, at least in the Richmond, Virginia area or maybe surrounding, can come actually hear you live?
Well, actually, we're working on that now. We have some wonderful things in the mix. I can't really speak on them right now because I still want to make sure everything goes through like it should. But we're looking to have some things happen in July, which I'm really excited about. And then I'm crossing my fingers, that hopefully I can get to connect. And I'm hoping that I can work on some other things that are going to happen in August as well. So I'm excited. They'll get to hear. But if you follow me on social media, you'll get to keep up with what I'm doing and hear about my next shows.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. And I love that you have a YouTube channel and you have some really quality videos. So tell us about some of the videos that listeners can go out and look at on YouTube.
Recently I just did a cover of Rico Love's Somebody Else. It's a very popular song right now, and Rico is an amazing songwriter, producer, and so it was just great to be able to cover one of his songs. So I did that. But also on there you can see a cover of one of the videos that I did was for a song that's called Butterfly. It's a jazz tune that was redone by the amazing Gretchen Parlato, and so I redid it along with Julia Fields and Jose Palmier. And the young man that actually got the opportunity to shoot that for me, and is kind of my creative director. He goes by the name of William Roy. He has a company by the name of Abstract Culture, and he just does amazing work. I've got that. I've got an EPK on there. So there's a lot of really cool things for people to go on and learn about who I am and connect with me and all that jazz. So, yeah, I hope people like it.
Yes. All right. So go check out YouTube. Is it just under Bri Luv?
Yes, so if they type in Bri Luv, again, it's BRILUV, 2 words, they'll see, it'll come right up. My channel will come right up. They can go ahead and click on all the different videos. It's a lot of cool content on there, so go and check it out. I've got tags and stuff, too, like people that have taken videos from my past shows, so they can get a taste of just the live flair. And I even have your birthday performance on there as well, too. Not on the actual channel, but if you look up Bri Luv, you'll see Sharvette giving me a shout out in one of my videos. So check it
Oh
out.
my goodness! And I didn't even know this. Oh my goodness!
It's out there. Look on Bri Luv.
Oh goodness! Okay, great. So there you have it, listeners. This was I like to call them behind the music, behind the scenes interview with Bri Luv. Just so excited, Bri, that we were able to introduce you to our listening audience, and we're going to keep our eye on you and all that good stuff. And so my last question for you: the goal of my show is to motivate, excite, and influence. What continues to motivate you?
Oh, wow. My dreams and my family. That's what continues to motivate me. Just the dream that I have to, influence and love on people through my music is something that motivates me, and getting better every single day. And then my family, man, I love my family with everything that's in me. And so, seeing my mom every day and wanting to do great things for her and wanting to make my dad proud. He passed away about 6 years ago, so living my dream so that he can look down on me and be proud, that's something I look forward to as well. So my family and my dreams, they motivate me.
Well said, well said. Well, I think that is a wrap. We appreciate you coming on today, Bri, and again, we're going to keep our eye out for you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you just for having me. It's an honor, and I look forward to connecting with everybody. Thanks so much for having me, Sharvette.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, listeners, we're going to go to a very quick commercial break, and then we're going to be back with our second segment. Listen, my guest is hanging out in the virtual green room, so she's enjoying some virtual snacks. I'm going to be bringing her up to the mic right after this quick commercial break. We're going to be talking to Christine Hasbrook. Oh, my goodness. Her and her lovely husband are the owners of the Gray Swan Inn Bed and Breakfast in the historic Blackstone, Virginia. Listen, we're going to talk to you about bed and breakfast and why you should consider that for your summer getaway or your summer vacation, and give you some tips and all that good stuff. So don't you move. We're going to be right back.
It's the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Sharvette will be back after this.
Spiritual Food for Thought, 31 inspirational quotes to jumpstart your day by LaTanya Boyd, consists of inspirational messages that offer daily words of empowerment, promote spiritual growth and development in the Lord Jesus Christ for your day-to-day living. Spiritual Food for Thought, 31 inspirational quotes to jumpstart your day. Available now on Kindle, ebook, and paperback. Log on to www.latboyd.com.
Does your church or ministry have a website? Are you a local artist or author that has an established web presence? If you answered no to any of these questions, you're letting countless opportunities pass you by. Hi, I'm Sharvette Mitchell. Mitchell Productions was created with your needs in mind. We will provide you with stylish and economical online marketing solutions. From email marketing to your own website, Mitchell Productions caters to ministries, nonprofits, small businesses, and special events. Check out our portfolio at mitchell-productions.com. In today's world, a website is not a luxury, it's a necessity. And Mitchell Productions can create your website in a stylish manner at a very economical price. Don't let business, customers, or new congregation members pass you by. Visit Mitchell Productions today at www.mitchell-productions.com. Let us showcase your organization to the world.
Hello, we are 123jobzone.com, an online job search portal. We are user-friendly, and if you're searching for a job, with us, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, go to www.123jobzone.com and register as a job seeker. Step 2, once registered, upload your resumes. Step 3, get connected with employers looking for people like you who are ready and willing to work. Don't forget to follow 123 Job Zone on Twitter and Facebook to find out more about our upcoming job fairs. What are you waiting for? Stop by 123jobzone.com today. Good luck with your job search.
She's here to motivate, excite, and influence you. She's Sharvette Mitchell. Sharvette Mitchell. It's the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show with in-depth interviews from today's leading authors, gospel artists, stars that you want to know about. And now, Sharvette Mitchell.
All right, welcome back again to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Super excited to have you tuning in, checking us out here. Welcome to all those that are coming in from Twitter, from Facebook, from Instagram, from Sharvette.com, from our mobile app, and from all of our broadcast stations. We're glad to have you. Listen, we're moving right on into our next segment. Right now, I am going to the phone lines to bring Christine Hasbrook on the air, the Gray Swan Inn Bed and Breakfast. You're going to hear all about it right now. Hello, Christine. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Sharvette.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. It's a beautiful day, and I'm real excited to be here on this show with you.
All right, wonderful. Well, let's jump right on in. Certainly would love to hear how you and your husband decided to open a bed and breakfast.
Well, my husband was working with the federal government and staying at hotels, and he got so tired of staying at hotels and decided to start looking for bed and breakfast who would honor the per diem rate, and so many of them would. So he came home one day and said, you know what, we could do this. So the seed was planted, and 2 years before he retired, we started looking into the business. We started buying the books. You know, there's an idiot's guide for being a B&B operator. And
really?
There is. There's an idiot's guide for every occupation, I think. But we started getting the cookbooks, and I started practicing making food for the people in my office and experimenting with them and looking at properties. And after taking a serious look at a lot of properties, we decided we really needed to hone in on exactly what we wanted. So we took a course through the our bed and breakfast consultant, the B&B team. And after a weekend of intense work, we had everything down on paper, what we were looking for. We found this place, and we haven't looked back.
Wow, and the rest is the future, as they say. The rest is the future. So how did you come up with the name for your bed and breakfast?
It was already the bed and breakfast was already the Gray Swan Inn. It was named by a previous owner, I think maybe 3 owners before. It's been a bed and breakfast for over 25 years, and we're the 5th innkeeper, and we're in our 8th year. So it had a good reputation. Yeah, it had a good reputation, so there was no need to change it, and we just kept it the same.
All right. So for those that are new to the bed and breakfast, give them kind of a difference of if you're looking at a hotel versus a bed and breakfast, what advantages are there over a bed and breakfast if you use that as an option for your weekend getaway, your vacations?
Okay. Well, breakfast is obviously most of the time included. I don't know of any other bed and breakfast that would charge for breakfast, so that's usually complimentary, and it's a full breakfast. And hotels have started offering breakfast, so imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So they know
yes.
bed and breakfast are doing a good job, and that they can't compete with home cooked foods, gourmet foods that are really unique. And so the meal is that's the first B, or the second B. And the other things that make us unique is that we offer amenities that some places, hotels will charge for, like we offer free Wi-Fi. And we have some inns, depending on the size and the innkeeper, they will offer a variety of amenities that are normally charged. So it's really important when you're looking at bed and breakfast is to check their website. They definitely need to have a website, and check for the amenities and see if it matches up to what you want.
All right, great advice. And I know I saw on your website like an example for breakfast, goat cheese quiche with hash brown crust and chilled baked pears with cranberry sauce. And so this is going to far exceed the the little waffle the little waffle mix you pour in the waffle maker at your local chain hotel. So definitely extra there. And it's really a home feel because in essence, aren't most bed and breakfasts a big house?
Most of them are. They vary in size. You will have some that will have more than 12 rooms, and you'll have some as little as 1 or 2 guest rooms. Ours is 5 guest rooms. That's the size we wanted. We wanted a 4 or 5 guest bedroom in so that we could do all the work ourselves. So it varies, but our home is a home that was built in 1902. Now, there are some that are new construction and are just beautiful and well appointed.
Wonderful. And will people find that bed and breakfast venues are available just about everywhere, or are they usually more in historic environments or smaller town settings?
You can find a bed and breakfast anywhere, and I highly recommend going through whatever state you're looking for to the State Association for Bed and Breakfast. We're members of the Bed and Breakfast Association of Virginia, and being a member of the association, we have certain standards we have to meet to be a member of the association, and you can look for bed and breakfast by town or region on our association's website, and there are some other directories out there that offer the same kind of search engine as well.
All right, so consumers do a little bit of research so that you are informed, but certainly this is an awesome option. So for the Gray Swan Inn and Bed and Breakfast, let our listeners know your website address.
It is www.greyswaninn.com, and it's GREYSWANINN.com.
Perfect. And so Blackstone, Virginia, we have listeners from all over, Christine, just all over. So tell them a little bit about Blackstone, Virginia, and what goes on there and different things they may be able to experience in your area.
Okay. Well, we were really attracted to Blackstone because it is a small town, but it's close enough to the city. We're 50 miles from Richmond and about 45 miles from Petersburg. We're 2 hours from the Raleigh-Durham area, 2 hours from Roanoke area, and we're in the southern part of the state, south central Virginia. And we like to consider our place as a perfect place for doing hub and spoke stay, where the inn can be the hub, and you can spoke out to different towns. Our town, finding things to do in town, but if you want to explore antiquing or Civil War sites, or go to other communities that offer specific museums or unique qualities for their town, you can go there in a day's drive, come back to the inn for the evening. So make it a 2 or 3 night stay so you have a chance to really explore the southern part of Virginia thoroughly.
All right. I love that. And you do such a good job on the Facebook page for the Gray Swan Inn Bed and Breakfast about letting people know what's going on in the area. And so you do a really good job of that. I assume you're probably a wealth of knowledge, and people reach out to you when they want to know what's going on in town.
I try to keep informed, and we have a local newspaper that lists a lot of good things, so that's one of my resources. And then we have an active Chamber of Commerce and a downtown Blackstone Incorporated, which is part of Main Street Blackstone. And between those and other community organizations, I try to keep informed and try to get that information on our Facebook page so people can know what's going on in the area and will want to come visit us.
Great. And how can they get to your Facebook page?
Just type in Gray Swan Inn on their search engine, and they'll find us. And there is also a link to our Facebook page from our website as well.
All right, so very easy connection point, listeners. And you also have a blog on your site, so I know that gives them kind of some information. So definitely make sure you check out the website and save it as a favorite, so that you can, know what's going on and stay abreast of what is coming up for the Gray Swan Inn. So I'm sure with doing this for 8 years, you've seen some interesting guests. You've seen some funny stuff. Anything funny that you could share? Of course, not talking about any of the guests, but anything funny you could share that's happened just as you being an owner of a bed and breakfast?
Well, mostly the funny stuff that happens is while my husband and I are fixing breakfast, and we prepare the food and we take it out and serve it, but we have some mishaps that happen in the kitchen that we may drop something and think, oh, man, we've got to start over from scratch and do something really quickly. But we've got to maintain that composure as soon as we walk through the dining room door. And we have we've won some awards just for maintaining composure.
I love that. And it's great you and your husband working together. Any tips for, husband and wives that want to go into business together? Any suggestions you would offer for those that are thinking about doing that?
Well, you want to have a good sense of humor and not take yourself so seriously, because you can't survive otherwise. We work close. We're together 24/7, and we have a good working relationship. And we kind of eased into what skills that we like to do around the inn, and that happened right from the beginning. Jim does the housekeeping, and I do the kitchen, dining room, and laundry. And I am the queen of laundry here at the inn. I like the way I fold the towels and the sheets, and I have certain standards that I got to maintain.
They've got to be maintained. I think that is awesome. So let's talk. So you talked about that the inn you have 5 guest rooms. What other type of rooms or indoor and outdoor do you have available for guests that stay there?
Okay. Well, one thing a lot of people will ask us, do we have to leave our room to go to the bathroom? No, the bathrooms, we have a private bathroom in each room. No one has to share a bathroom. And most all the bed and breakfasts in the U.S. will have private ensuite bathrooms. Occasionally there will be some that will share, but it will be kept as a family suite. Our guest rooms have different sizes. The house was built in 1902, so the bedrooms the bathrooms were added later. 2 of our rooms are smaller and have a full-size bed each, and 2 of our rooms have a queen bed each, and then we have the king suite, which has a king bed and a sleeper sofa, which is perfect for a family to come or friends to come. Perfect for a girlfriend getaway as well. Our public areas, we have a dining room and a couple of small parlors. One of the parlors has a piano in it, and it's certainly welcome for the guests to use. That piano has been in my family since 1920s, and so that's moved around a lot. The public areas, we have a wonderful wraparound porch, and lovely to sit in. This time of year, in the evenings or in the mornings, not so much in the midday when it's so hot, but it's lovely to sit on that porch, and we have a swing and a couple of rocking chairs and a table area, so it's real relaxing out on the porch.
Oh, I love it. Listeners, the Gray Swan Inn Bed and Breakfast in historic Blackstone, Virginia. Now, Christine, do you feel that bed and breakfast venues are great for families, for children, just for couples, or who do you think is really the target market for bed and breakfast?
Well, for us, we accept children with well-behaved adults and parents. But there are some that are not appropriate for children, and you will want to check the bed and breakfast that you're interested in to see what their policies are. children. Some allow pets. We do not. There are some that have accommodations. There is one in the South Boston area that does have a guest room for guests with pets. So you want to just check the policies of that inn that you're looking for. The ideal guest for us, because we're right next to Fort Pickett, would be for those contractors, trainers, and consultants doing business with the military coming down to Blackstone. Perhaps a wife or girlfriend, fiance to visit a soldier that's doing training at Pickett, or a husband, because we do have female soldiers. We also have soldiers who want just to get away from the barracks, and they're welcome to stay here and get away. Couples, we have a lot of different couples that maybe live at long distances from each other, and this is a great place to meet. Maybe one would live in North Carolina, one may live in Northern Virginia, and they can have this Blackstone as a meeting place for them.
Oh.
And, yeah, we've had several couples that, because of work situations, they've had to live apart. So it's nice for them to be able to get together. Anniversary celebrations. We did have one couple come where the fella asked his girlfriend to be his wife. So we had a proposal here, which was tickled us to death. We've read about it. We have a guest room in each room, and they wrote about it in the guest book. And so that was the sweetest note to read, and I like to go back and read the notes that the guests leave us. So those are just some of the reasons why we have people coming to see us. We have had a group of guys who rented the whole inn. We have 5 rooms. They rented all 5 rooms, and they travel around the state doing the Civil War site visits. And they decided they needed to see. We're right on Lee's Retreat, so they came and visited several of the points along the road between Petersburg and Appomattox, and used Blackstone as the hub for their stay. We're also on the Civil Rights Education Trail. Antiquing. So we have people who are interested in seeing the antiques shops in the area. So a variety of reasons for people who would want to come and visit.
Fabulous. I tell you what, historic Blackstone, Virginia has a lot going on, a lot to offer, and certainly I think that's great, renting out the entire establishment, and that I think would be awesome for like a bridal party, a bridal shower. There, people are all their friends from college and friends from here and there, and renting out an entire bed and breakfast for your bridal shower and even wedding parties. Any suggestions for those that are planning those types of events and they want to leverage a bed and breakfast?
I think it's an excellent idea. You can girlfriends don't mind sharing a bed, and you can have we can house up to 12 people here at the inn. So 12 of your besties stay here, and you could come in afternoon of one day and have a weekend or midweek stay, and have the whole inn to yourself.
I think that would be so great.
Mm-hmm. We have a group of friends in Baltimore. We lived in Baltimore before we came here, and we had the whole house filled with my friends coming to visit us. And we did guided meditations in the evenings. We did vision boarding exercises. We walked around town and looked at the historical properties. We had a fashion show. We all went down to the local Goodwill and found items that we wanted to fashion later on that evening, and we just howled and had a good time. So there's lots of activities, whatever your imagination can come up with, and I'll be glad to help people come up with ideas for making your stay special and memorable.
All right. And so for the bed and breakfast environment, some people may be thinking, okay, well, if it's a beautiful big house, how do I come and go as I please as I would in a hotel? How do you kind of address that for those that may be having that question?
Well, we're not Motel 6, but we do leave the light on for you. You've got a code to come and go into the front door, and everybody has a key to their room. And so we do have ask for quiet time in the hallways after 10 o'clock, but you're free to come and go. And if you want to drive to Farmville to go to the theater or go to a play that may let out late, you can come back, and there's no worries for that.
All right, Grace. I knew that was a question that was out there. I wanted to make sure we provided that answer there. So tell listeners one more time your website address and how they can connect with you on social media.
Sure. The website is www.graceonein.com, and we are on Facebook, LinkedIn. I've tried Twitter. I need improvement on that, but I do have a Twitter account, but I am a Facebook junkie, so that's really a great way to reach me. And they can also call us here at the inn, and if they feel uncomfortable making an online reservation, we'd be happy to walk people through that process.
Fabulous. So you can, on the website, listeners, which I have also put the link in Sharvette.com. If you're on the blog page there, the link to their website is right there. But you can check availability, so you can make your reservation, so you don't have to. You have all of the access that you need, and then certainly you can call and check it out. All right. So, Christine, I'd love to hear. This is just like off the cuff, first thoughts. I'm going to ask you a couple questions related to travel and to summer, and just give your first response. All right, you up for it?
Okay. I hope so.
Don't worry, it won't be anything crazy. It won't be anything crazy or scary. Okay, this is our rapid fire questioning. All right, question number 1. Going on a weekend trip, what's the first thing you put in your luggage?
My tennis shoes for walking.
All right, cool. Question number 2. As soon as you get back from a weekend trip, what are you putting up first?
A makeup.
All right, good. Question number 3. What was your most favorite vacation in the whole wide world?
Oh, Hawaii.
Oh, okay, good. Question number 4. Where on the planet would you go by yourself for vacation?
I would go back to where I grew up. It would be Webster County, West Virginia.
All right, West Virginia. Question number 4. What has been the most decadent thing you have had for a dessert or a meal while traveling?
It had to have been a molten cake. It had the pool of melted warm chocolate inside a cake. Oh, my gosh, it was wonderful.
All right. Listeners, let's give Christine a round of applause. She survived our rapid-fire questioning. You did very good. Good job there, Christine. All right. Well, I tell you what, it has been great catching up with you and just hearing more detail about the Gray Swan in bed and breakfast in historic Blackstone, Virginia. And I know this has given our listeners some ideas. I know one of our connections on Facebook, big shout out to Kim Draper, who posted that the inn just looked wonderful, that she might have to come and check you out. So we know we've given some listeners some different ideas for their summer or getaway vacations.
Great. Well, I hope I will have a lot of people come and like us on our Facebook page, business page.
Absolutely. Go like the Facebook page, and I have tagged it each time that I have tagged Christine, so that's an easy connection point. I know you're connected with me and following me, facebook.com/Sharvette. I actually even tagged you on Twitter, Christine, so if you're on Twitter,
wow.
you if you need it, we've got you tagged over there. So my last question for you, the goal of my show is to motivate, excite, and influence, and we want to know what continues to motivate you.
Motivating me is the satisfaction I get when I present a plate of wonderful food that's been beautiful, that is really pretty to food to people, and they ooh and ah, and the notes that I get from people in TripAdvisor and our guest books.
Oh, great. So TripAdvisor, they can actually go and see notes from past guests over there to kind of validate that, hey, this is a great selection.
Absolutely, yes.
Perfect. I love that. I love that. Well, awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for stopping by and just sharing with us about just bed and breakfast and yours, the Gray Swan Inn Bed and Breakfast. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sharvette. Have a good day.
Oh, all right, you too. All right, listeners, we're going to take a very quick commercial break, and we're going to be back to wrap things up. Don't you move. Don't you go anywhere. We're going to be right back.
It's the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Sharvette will be back after this.
Are you starting a new business, releasing a CD, writing a new book? Consider Mitchell Productions for your web design services. Visit www.mitchell-productions.com for portfolio samples, specials, and package prices. Remember, a website is not a luxury item. It's a necessity. Check out mitchell-productions.com or find them at facebook.com/Mitchell Productions.
Today, my new dad threw a barbecue.
I burnt everything.
Ah! And then we played catch.
I broke Mr. Lewis's window. And then, somehow, my hand. My hand!
And then my dad even let me drive his car.
The hospital's on the right! It was a rough day.
It was a great day.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
She's here to motivate, excite, and influence you. She's Sharvette Mitchell. Sharvette Mitchell. It's the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show with in-depth interviews from today's leading authors, gospel artists, stars that you want to know about. And now, Sharvette Mitchell.
Well, hello, and welcome back. Oh, my goodness. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us as always. You know what? We just want to pause and thank our listeners. We appreciate you. We have some faithful listeners. Then you know what? Every single week, we have new people finding out about the show, new listeners. We love you guys. I'm excited to be the host of the Sharvette Mitchell radio show. Been hosting the show, oh my goodness, since March 2008 with a limited, no more than 2 week break. So we've never had any extended break, and we've kept it moving. And just honored to have all of the guests that we have had on the show. We love to spotlight people that are movers and shakers. We love to spotlight artists. We love to spotlight authors and those in business. And then, you know, we get to sprinkle in some celebrities every now and again, and we will continue to do that for you. So listen, connect with me on Sharvette.com. Sharvette.com is my main website. You can go there to see who is coming up, our upcoming guests. You can also go there to hear all of our past shows. Right on the home page, we have some featured interviews. You can click on the picture, and you will be able to hear the show there. If you need to send us questions or contact us, you can do that all at Sharvette.com. Oh, and if you are listening to the show from your mobile app, well, wait a minute. If you're listening to the show from a phone, I want to tell you, download the mobile app for free. Download the mobile app for free, and that's one of the easiest ways to listen from the show. You never have to remember, when is it coming on? Did I miss it? Is it live? Is it not? You get a reminder on your phone once a week, so I don't blow your phone up. Don't worry. I'm not sending you like 50 notifications. You get one notification once a week, but then you're able to go back, and literally every show I have done since March 2008, you have access to within that mobile app. So all you have to do is look for Sharvette, V as in Victor, ETTE, and that's available for BlackBerry, all Android devices, and all iPhone devices, complimentary, free of charge. So you want to go ahead and do that. So we thank you so much. It's a wrap for today. As always, make sure you check me out at Mitchell-Productions.com. Go ahead and check me out over there. And you can find out more information about my web design and social media coaching. See you guys later. Bye.
Live from Richmond, Virginia, you have been listening to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Connect with her at Sharvette.com. And until next week, stay motivated, excited, and influenced. The Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Signing off.